Hi, my name is Barbara Ameyadoa and the founder of Hutzyhair. I wanted to talk about my initial stages of Hutzyhair and the power of goal setting. I have always knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur one day, and I am someone who likes to set goals in advance. Every new year, I would set a goal that I wanted to accomplish that year, and for the most part, by the time the year is done, I have checked off everything on the list, or at least started everything that's on the list. So before I did my undergrad, I set a goal that one day I wanted to be an entrepreneur. So after my undergrad, I went off to Washington, D.C. because I was offered a job there at a consulting firm, and I worked there for a little over 4 years. It was a very good experience. I learned a lot. I learned to network. I learned to build skills that I didn't have before, or improve skills that I had. I learned to work in a team, large or small. In my span of 4 years being there in the firm, I worked with a group of over 300 people. And one of my projects, I worked with a group of 4 people. So it just varied. And I got the chance to learn and meet a lot of people. When I started to think about when that entrepreneurial dream was going to come true, it wasn't something that came right away and I knew right away and that I got started right away. It was a process. I started thinking about how this is going to look like and how I can fund the project and how just the overall of how Hutzyhair would come about. First thing I did was I started doing my research on, starting your own product line. And it really helped that I was a hair braider in the past. So I knew what I wanted the product to do. And when I started looking for manufacturers that could help me accomplish that goal, I made certain decisions based on my past experience in doing hair. I contacted this one manufacturer and made an appointment. And this was all after I did my research on what I wanted my product to be, what I wanted it to do, and just the overall goal of what the product could achieve. After sitting down, talking to the manufacturers, I made it clear that I wanted to make a product that really works, that reduces shedding, breakage, strengthens the hair, moisturizes the hair, and just overall something that could be affordable, and at the same time with emphasis on it really working and having natural ingredients. So we got started on that. The manufacturer sent me samples and I used it. I let family members and friends use it, and I really liked it. And I hired a marketing consultant to interview people that have used the product to give feedback. So we did a before and an after, just to see what kind of products people used in the past and what they're looking for their product to do for them, and what their product has done for them in the past, and what ours have done for them from using it a few times. So it was a very expensive process, but it was also very important to me because I wanted to make sure that the product that I'm bringing out is doing what it was designed to do. And it was also a neat experience because I was not part of that in terms of the interviewing phase and the questions that were being asked. It was a neat process. Once that was done with, and I was satisfied with the results and the feedback we were getting from customers, well, potential customers, I gave the go-ahead for the manufacturer to help me design the product. We did that, and later on, the finished products came through. I had to work with finding a label company. I designed the Hutzyhair, I designed the Hutzyhair label myself and sent it to printing for it to be printed. It's very interesting when I tell people that the design that you see on the Hutzyhair bottle actually was a dream that I had. And I typically have like a little notepad by my bed, and when I have certain types of dreams, I'll quickly jot it down, and trying to reflect on it and see why I'm having those kind of dreams. But throughout this process, my faith has been very instrumental, because I prayed over this process. I prayed over starting a new brand, and I had a dream about how the bottle should be designed. So when I woke up, I quickly sketched it on my notepad. So when I was starting to design Hutzyhair, that definitely was helpful. Now, the name Hutzyhair is very interesting how it came about, but that is something I'm thinking if I should say it in this video, or make an entirely different video that talks about that, which I think I might just make a whole entire video that talks about that. But for now, once the labeling was done, the product was completed by the manufacturer. I ordered the bottles, and the product was fulfilled. It was then shipped to a warehouse, and the website was already completed. We were ready to go. I announced the launch. GoDaddy created my website. They did an awesome job creating it, and GoDaddy Social helped me initially with the marketing aspect. There was a specific way that I wanted the brand to go, what messages I wanted to portray, and it was for women. So I wanted something that was beautiful, something that was fun, encouraging, and little tips here and there as we start, and they helped make that vision come to life. I will say that financially it is a commitment, and it's very important that you hold a job while you're pursuing, what people like to say, my side hustle at the time. So working in consulting was very helpful because I needed the funding to make this possible. It was not cheap, and having my career was very helpful and instrumental in making this a reality. So I would say to anyone wanting to start a business, yes, definitely keep your day job for the meantime, till the business can pay for itself, because you will need it. You may not always get financial assistance from family or friends, and sometimes it's not even their fault. They may not be in a position to help at the time, so you have to come in knowing that the financial aspect is all going to be on you, and you have to be okay with that. You have to be mentally prepared for that, and definitely financially prepared for that, and you have to plan for all of this. So that's what I did, and yeah, that is the initial stages. In my next video, I am going to talk about the name Hutzyhair and how it all came about. Alright, thank you. Hope you like, subscribe, and share this video. And I will see you next time on my next video. Bye.